President Trump intensified his tough tariff policy, imposing a 15% tariff on South Korea, 50% on Brazil, and threatening India over its transactions with Russia. Tensions escalated as he sanctioned a Brazilian judge and forced countries to make trade concessions to avoid economic sanctions.
President Trump announced on the Truth Social platform that the United States and South Korea had agreed to sign a comprehensive and full trade agreement, allowing South Korea to avoid higher import tariffs. Instead of facing a 25% tariff as previously warned, South Korea agreed to a 15% tariff, along with a series of significant investment commitments. Under the agreement, South Korea will invest $350 billion in the United States for projects selected by Trump and will purchase $100 billion worth of liquefied natural gas and other energy products. At the same time, South Korea agreed to open its market to American cars, trucks, and agricultural products without imposing import tariffs. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung regarded this as an achievement that enhances the nation's position on the international stage. He is expected to visit the White House within 2 weeks to formalize the cooperation commitment with Washington. Trump's new trade policy continues to stir controversy as he claims the tariffs are meant to protect jobs and boost American manufacturing. But critics warn that it is making products more expensive for U.S. consumers. At the same time, the United States also announced sanctions against Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes, who is leading the investigation of former President Jair Bolsonaro on charges of coup plotting. Washington condemned Moraes for arbitrary pretrial detention and suppressing freedom of speech, while also imposing a 50% tariff on Brazilian goods. President Trump signed the executive order after accusing the current Brazilian government under Lula da Silva of attacking U.S. tech companies and conducting a witch hunt against Bolsonaro. Although some products such as orange juice and aircraft parts were exempted, the order still had a strong impact on Brazil's economy, the country's second-largest trading partner after China. The confrontation between the United States and Brazil has become more tense since Trump's return to the White House. The previously friendly relationship between Trump and Bolsonaro has now been replaced by tough measures, especially in the context of Brazil's controversial policies on social media information control, including a temporary ban on Elon Musk's X account and Trump Media's Truth Social platform. Regarding India, President Trump issued a strong warning. If the country continues to buy oil and weapons from Russia, the U.S. will impose a 25% tariff, along with unspecified sanctions. This is seen as a response to New Delhi's continued purchase of Russian military and energy equipment. When everyone wants Russia to stop killing people in Ukraine, India stated that it is committed to signing a fair, balanced, and mutually beneficial bilateral trade agreement. However, the negotiation deadline with the U.S. is approaching, August 1st, making the process more urgent. For many years, Washington has pushed for expanded access to India's agricultural sector, viewing it as a large untapped market. However, India has firmly defended this sector, citing food security, livelihoods, and the interests of millions of small farmers. Until recently, the United States was India's largest trading partner, with bilateral trade reaching $190 billion in 2024. Trump and Modi set a target to double this figure to $500 billion. India has lowered tariffs on a range of goods, including bourbon whiskey and motorcycles. But the United States still maintains a $45 billion trade deficit with India, which Trump is eager to reduce.